Hello, Wanda the Falling Rock Lady here, and today I want to do a lotus flower. I've done one before in a smaller version. This one's a little more advanced, but still not too bad, so I'd say medium. Anyways, we're going to work on some shading and highlights, so that way we can learn how to add in some shadows and bring forth the light. With that said, I'm going to put my picture, save it somewhere where I can refer to it for color. I have printed it out, shrunk it down, and transferred it to my rock using carbon paper. And then I lined it with the black Posca 1MR. And I'm going to be using Chromatech watercolor brush pens today, with a water brush pen. It's empty, it doesn't have anything in it, but I'm going to be using it just to blend with just clear water from my water dish. I'll be using some SXC nail art foil glue, Mac Art 6 watt LED UV light, and some transparent nail foils, as well as this is from the Dollar Tree. Now you can use any kind of white water-based paint pen that you might have. I think this is Thule art or Thule. Anyways, you can use any kind of white that you have. It just needs to be water-based. And if you're using it acrylic out of, you know, like this, just water it down just a bit in a dish, make it thinner, because we are going to just use it very sparingly. Or you can even use a gel pen for that matter. That kind, or, you know, the jelly roll, that kind. All right, so let's dive in. So we're going to pick some colors. I think we should work top to bottom. So we'll start out with these red oranges up there. Start with that. Looks like the same color. Orange and golden yellow. Suspiciously the same. Okay, well, let's just get started here. So I'm going to start with vermilion, Chromatech. And when I do this, I'm going to stay on the inside of that black. You don't want to get out on that line because it will travel on a Santorini. Even on a regular stone, it will travel. And you don't want that happening, because it will turn your rock. You know, it'll color your rock out here. So basically, we're going to paint the areas where we're going to have our red. Start with that. And I'm going to get my brush damp and my white paint pen, sorry. Anyways, I'm going to blend a bit with the water. And you don't want it to be too wet, okay? Because it will go all over the place. And you can move that color around if you have some left in your brush. Okay, now I'm going to use some white here, and if you can see the color around the tips out here, oops, see the red is traveling. Well, I thought I didn't get close, but anyways, you just want to put some white in there right at the tip part to give it that foggy not foggy, it's that sun-kissed, the light touched it look. I'm going to switch to my gel pen. Maybe. Come on, right. Like so. You see the highlights? Yay! All right, we're gonna have to catch that out here by lining a little thicker. Hopefully that will stop the bleed. Okay, and I'm going to keep going, moving on down. So we're going to work on this section here. We're just adding a little of the color in there, and grab our orange. Some in here. Blend those together. So we're adding some of the darker down here to give it some shadow shading. And then we're going to blend. Okay, and the yellow. like so. Now on this red, we've got to add in our highlights. So grab your white pen, be it your paint pen, your jelly pen, whatever you're using for your white. And blend. So. And do your highlighting on the inner petals. I think it's cool with these gel pens or the white paint pens, add the dimension to your layers. Okay, I'm going to do a little of this darker marigold out here. Lemon yellow here. Golden yellow, maybe that's the one. Yeah, a bit deeper. And some white. I think I need bigger white. Okay, Just keep working around. This is tangerine. Some lemon yellow up here. Okay, this is violet. I'm going to use that down here and give us some shadows. So if you look here in this area out here, up in here, we've got some shadows going on. So I'm going to start adding that in a bit. Just a bit in that area. And take my brush and blend. And if you need to, you can go back to the previous color and use that to blend. And then keep working back into it with the next color. That was golden yellow. And lemon yellow. So I'm sure you can tell watercolor oxidizes quickly on your rocks if you don't seal it fast. So we're going to lose a lot of our color today because this project will take some time. So I'll probably be darkening it up a bit as we go. We can still see the colors. We've got the highlights and the lowlights going on. Lowlights. Shading. What am I doing here? Okay. So this next one down here is some pinks. And blue. Use this pink here just to add a little pink in, and then I'll use the red with it. This one is bright pink. This is light pink. Golden yellow. So we're working with sort of a peachy pink color here. So I'm just making my own colors. Light pink. And down here, at the bottom, down in here, and add this sky blue. That's totally not the right color, but when it hits it, it'll turn it to that purple. See how that's working? That's very cool. See? Okay, now if you want, you can add your highlights in before you get going too much. Find your white, whatever you're using. I've got several going on. This is a Signo Uniball, Signo Broad White. Doesn't want to write. Okay, so add your white and then blend. So we've got highlights and the shadows coming in. Now let's grab this shadow here in this part, which is this part here. We're going to put this in. And I'm going to find a blender color. Probably this pink will work. Nice. Doing good, everyone. I just know you are. I don't even have to look. So basically I'm going to do half with you and then I'm going to leave you to do the other half. So here we're going to go to a lighter blue. I don't know. Let's see what we got here. Oh, heron blue. I'm just going to get some color in here. Turquoise, that's a good one. So we're going to add this darker turquoise in here and just up there, but leave the edge of that light, that area there. And then do this darker down here. This is shading. You see we left the light color there to give it the sun-kissed look. And then here, we're going to add the white back into it also. Rose carmine. Just adding a little in here. Light violet. And then to blend these colors together, you can use the lightest watery one you have minus heron blue. So you can go from the lightest back to the darkest. Okay, and our white here. Here. That's a little more white than I wanted, but my paint is not cooperating. So then blend out your highlight. And so here it's the similar, we've got the red colors in the middle. You want to start with your darker colors first. And some pink colors down here. This is bright pink. Pink. Let's do blue sky. Okay. and golden yellow to help blend this red up. And lemon yellow, yeah. It's a pretty sunset, huh? Yep. Okay. And that one has some white in here. I'm just dotting it. Ultimately, you guys would want to have a working gel pen. For some reason, mine are not working, but we will make it work. Cool. Okay, so we got our highlight. And we're going to bring this sky blue down here. Rose carmine just out here. Add a little back in there. Blue heron to blend. And we'll put our white highlight here, just dot, 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 dot. Okay, once you have your highlights, which I'm not loving these, but once you have those kind of how you want them, pick up your green and do your leaf out here. This is kind of like a lily pad. I'm going to do the darker section in here. This is bottle green. Now if you notice there's a line here where it's dark and then lighter colored there, I'm not going over that with the dark color. Okay, now I'm going to get a lighter green. This is fluorescent green, that works, and work on blending this color. So I'm going to start here and pull this color, this bottle green, blend into it, and then pull it back out. Here we go. Yellow green here. And I'm going to put the yellow green in down here. And grass green. Keep blending them. So I'm trying to hit it with the darker, see the darker colors, just where it's, we need the deeper areas here. So now grab a gray. You can use a brown gray or a black gray. This one's olive. Let's try that one first and see. It's better than not to use like straight black when you're doing your shadows. So to get these the shade, you add it in a little bit at a time. It's easier to add more than to take it out. You can see that, and then there's some out here on this tip. And then along the line here. Like so. And then there's some highlights in there also. I've got a few in here. And blend that out. think we need to put some yellow back in there. Grab the lemon yellow and see if that works. Yes. Okay. Not too bad. What do you guys think? Okay, so now you do this side and we'll meet back for the foil. Okay guys, I want to jump back in here. I grabbed a white Posca. This is going to work a lot better than the other ones. So grab your pen and pop in your highlights around the edges. The cool thing about watercolor is it will change the color of your pen for you, so you won't need to worry about it being too white. And then out here, this is a pretty big highlight on the blue one. Okay. And if you need to, you can add your black right back in there, so don't worry. Okay. Quit fussing with it so you guys can go work on your other side. And it doesn't have to be perfect, you guys, because we are doing foil, but I wanted to kind of hit on highlighting and shading. Okay. Get the idea, I hope. Sorry if that was horribly confusing. All right, I'm going to let you work on the other side. Hello, hello. Well, that was a long pause. Not for you, for me. It's been a whole overnight. Anyways, I finished up my coloring, the highlighting, and the shading. I'm going to break this into two parts. So I'm going to stop the video here. And I'm sure you guys are wanting a break anyways. It's been almost an hour. So it's better to directly foil, but you can let it set overnight. Just don't put it under a light. Put it in a dark spot. It is sensitive to fading, oxidation. If you need to the next day, or when you do part 2, you can take your light color markers, blenders, or a clear alcohol ink blender pen. Some people use those. And you can just reactivate your ink, your watercolor pens with that light blender color or the clear color, and just, you see that, how it brings it back to life. And then like this one is a light pink, and you can just take it and blend from the light back into the dark, because it will reactivate the color again. And just go around your rock. Now this is not necessarily for right now, but when we start up on the next portion of the video, have this done and dry, ready to foil. All right, I'm going to stop here for part 1. Part 2 will pick up, and I will separate them on YouTube. If you enjoyed this and you're excited to get to part 2, hit subscribe. Also hit that like button, let us know that you liked it, and the bell if you'd like to be notified when we upload again. Thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you